Hello, hello, everyone. Today we're doing another prayer for the planet. And it's our last week of doing these prayers. I said we were going to do 30 days. I think by this coming Friday, we'll have done 33 days. And I have just so loved showing up in this way each day. And I feel some other ways of sharing and offering bubbling up within me. And so I know for myself, this weekend I was getting ready for my women's circle, and the whole time this has been going on, I feel like a lot of us were kind of in shock at first, trying to figure out how to cope with being at home and self quarantine and what's going on. And then I felt like a week or two ago, the energy started to settle, but I could still feel something inside of me of just like, ah, well, what am I offering? How am I showing up? Where am I going? This has just been such like a reevaluation and a reassessment time for so many of us. And this weekend, I decided to drop into my dreaming practice, which was a beautiful, beautiful technique and teaching that Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of the Four Agreements, shared with me and many of his students years ago. And what I realized was that was a missing piece for me during this time of just giving myself that space where I could feel myself coming home, and I could just feel my entire being relax and just lean back, drop in to feeling held by my own life force and my own spirit soul coming through me. And what I love about dreaming and what I realized felt really different is that throughout this time, I've been sitting down to meditate, and that has felt really different. Like I've been watching what my mind has to say. It felt very third eye oriented, just observing my thoughts, listening for those downloads. And for me, dreaming is such a more energetic space. It's very heart oriented. And when I started breathing and being really present to the sensation inside of me, I could just feel this like wonderful, swirling, soothing, calming energy in my chest, in my heart. And I was able to also breathe down into that, into my womb area. And it was so delightful to not just be in that place of listening for downloaded information or clearing out whatever emotion has been arising up for me, but to really be in a place that allows me to go into expansiveness and formlessness. And yes, I might hear my mind have a few things to say, but I actually sat for 45 minutes in this place, and by the time I came out of the streaming practice, I really felt like a whole different person. And so I'm going to invite all of us. I see there's some dreamers on the line, and they can assist in helping me hold this space. I'm going to just invite us to really drop into this kind of dreaming energy that allows us to just go beyond our mind and go beyond trying to kind of sort through what to do, and just be in that place of just allowing ourselves to feel ourselves as something larger than our mind or our thoughts or our emotions or the roles we play in our life or the situation that's going on right now. And so I'm going to invite everyone to get yourself comfy. And if you're sitting down, I'm going to invite you just to wiggle back and forth against the back of your chair for a moment. Really feel your spine being supported. Maybe even pick your feet up and down for a moment. Really feel your feet on the ground, and then on your lap, just slide your hands, your palms back and forth on your legs for a moment. And if you're lying down on the ground, I used to love, we did a dreaming position where you just wrap your arms around you, and you can lie down with your arms giving yourself kind of a gentle hug. And I'm just going to turn off my notifications so we don't get any little extra noises here. All right, and so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And for the next few breaths that you naturally take, I want you to pay attention to the beauty of you breathing without having to think about it or do anything about it. I'd like you to pay attention to whatever that force is that's animating your breath. So there's something that's making you breathe, whether you call that life or love or God or source. And anytime you hear your mind speak, or something outside of you catches your attention, I'd like you to gently choose to put your attention back on your breath. And for me, when I start accessing dreaming energy, I feel this opening in my heart. So as I tune into that, I feel this just warm, calm, expansive feeling in my heart. When I start meeting my breath with my heart space, oftentimes my breath deepens, my body starts to relax. So I'm going to invite you just to be present, to sit, to acknowledge what's behind that rise and fall of your chest, or what's behind that swirling in your heart. That just like your body is being animated by your breath, there's this force that's causing the sun to rise and set, and those little tiny first spring flowers to push up through the ground, and the leaves on the trees to start bud, and the fox that I saw in our yard this weekend prance through, the birds to swoop and chatter. And so with your heart's desire, with your intent that you can breathe with this life force that's flowing through you. And if you notice that you're thinking and you're in your head, whenever I feel that, I actually feel like I'm perceiving from behind my forehead. Just see if you can shift your attention and your perception to be down in your heart center. As if instead of coming at the world from your mind and head, you are leading your breath and your perception through your heart. And if you feel like you really feel that energy strongly in your heart, you may even want to see if you can slide your perception, slide that energy in your breath, even lower in your body to your solar plexus, right under your rib cage, or even down into your womb, your root chakra. And I notice when I start bringing my attention to be really in my body, especially down towards my womb and my root, that my breathing deepens even more. I feel even more grounded and rooted. So wherever you have access to this energy, to this life force, I'd love for you to plant a seed within it. We're coming into a new moon. And Taurus energy is about foundations and home. So as you're planting this energetic seed for the spring, what is the energetic quality that you're really nurturing right now in your life, in your business? And just picturing that seed, whether it's pleasure or peace or laughter or kindness, whatever your seed might be, just picturing that energy is filling up your womb and coming back up through your solar plexus and up into your heart. So it's filling your whole center. It can grow and bloom. That by whatever your practice is, that you can be nurturing and nourishing this energy within you until it has that strength to burst through the surface of your skin, come out through your eyes and your words, through your smile, and start filling up the space you inhabit, starts touching the people around you, so that there can be this energetic loop of accessing source, accessing your heart, your will, your womb. And as it strengthens and fortifies within you, then it also flows without, on the outer side of you. And since we're all interconnected and we're all one, there's really no separation. That we all can nurture this new energy and new dream that we're creating here on the planet right now. So when you're ready, I'd love for you to just start bringing some slow movement to your hands. Maybe you're sliding them back and forth or wiggling your fingers or your toes. Maybe rolling your shoulders, your neck, moving your pelvis. And I'd love for you to open your eyes when you're ready and just imagine that whatever seed you planted, whatever dream you're dreaming is coming out of your eyes. If you'd like to take that one step further, that you type in the chat box whatever vibration, energetic, whatever that seed is that you're nurturing in this kind of dreaming energy. We're dreaming this dream even while we're awake together. So the one I'm focusing on this month is pleasure. And for me, just like so much pleasure to drop in this formless, expansive space, to just let go of whatever my mind has to say or think or do, and to spend some time nurturing that yummy sensation in my body in that really expansive space. Balance between expansive and groundness. So I see Rosemary saying joy, Julie saying laughter, Eva saying peace, harmony, and laughter. Yeah, lots of overlap. So I'm just feeling really excited to add this component, this piece into my days, my practice. And so whether you have access to this dreaming energy I'm talking about, or you have some other practice that gives you access, I just keep seeing all these hearts opening all over the world, and that we're each just contributing, nurturing a new way of being, and that we're embedding it into our everyday life. And I can really feel that shift inside of me of spending more time just doing art that I love and spending more time with my family, and yes, still working and being of service, but incorporating all these other beautiful practices and beautiful ways of being throughout the day. So let's keep dreaming this kind of new earth together. And I'm super excited to see what together we can create, because I know so many of us have been on paths like this for many years. And now it's time for us to keep contributing to this really big dream that's emerging. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I am going to be here every day, 5 p.m. Eastern. I have some amazing, awesome guests this week. And what else is going on? On Friday, I'm also doing Thursday. Let me make sure I'm saying the right day since I'm not in my logical brain. Yes, Thursday the 23rd at 3 p.m. Eastern, I am doing a new moon manifestation ceremony online, and I'll post a little link for that. So if you want to join, I would love to see you there. It's very experiential, and it's usually around an hour, so a little deeper than we go on these sessions. And I just love all of you, and I keep sending out prayers for healing. Take care, everyone.